For the speech of our esteemed chief guest, please welcome Mr. Lutfey Siddiqi, Chief Advisor, Special Envoy on International Affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our chief guest, Mr. Lutfey Siddiqi, Chief Advisor, Special Envoy on International Affairs.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. First of all, my apologies. I wasn't aware that you were waiting for me, so I took my time. I don't like to keep people waiting, so I really apologize from the bottom of my heart, and I hopefully will catch up for lost time. Before I talk about tourism, may I just very quickly say a few words in Bangla for my Bangla audiences. আজকে সকালে একটু করে শুনলাম আপনারা বক্তব্যের মধ্যে দুই একটা জিনিস ঢুকিয়ে দিলেন আমাদের ভিএটি ট্যাক্সের ব্যাপার, তারপরে বাংলাদেশ ব্যাংকের এই হচ্ছে না ওটা হচ্ছে না। আমরা কিন্তু খুবই অ্যাক্সেসিবল। আমার হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাম্বার ওনাদের সবার কাছে আছে। এমন কোনো চেম্বার অফ কমার্স অ্যাসোসিয়েশন নাই যাদের কাছে আমার কন্ট্যাক্ট নাই। আর যারা যদি আমার সাথে কোনো স্পেসিফিক কোনো কাজে আমার সাথে দেখা করতে চায়, আমি দেখা করি না বা কথা বলি না। আমার একটা ইন্টারমিনিস্ট্রিয়াল বিনিয়োগ সমন্বয় কমিটি আছে সর্বোচ্চ লেভেলে। ওখানে বাংলাদেশ ব্যাংক গভর্নর সাহেব আছেন, এনবিআর চেয়ারম্যান সাহেব আছেন, পোর্টের চেয়ারম্যান সাহেব আছেন, আমাদের বিডার চেয়ারম্যান সাহেব আছেন। ওখানে আমরা মাঝে মাঝে সেই মিটিংগুলো 3 ঘন্টা 4 ঘন্টা হয়ে যায়। আমরা তখন নিষ্পত্তি করার চেষ্টা করি যেসব বিষয়ে আটকে থাকে, আর যেখানে নীতিগত পলিসি চেঞ্জ করতে হয় ওখান থেকে আমরা ওই বিষয়গুলো এগিয়ে নিই। যদি পেমেন্টের ব্যাপারে হয়, বাংলাদেশ ব্যাংকের কাস্টমসের ব্যাপারে হয়, বা পোর্টের কোনো অসুবিধা হয়, এগুলো আমরা তখন আর আপনারা যদি আমাদের ট্র্যাক রেকর্ড দেখেন গত 1 বছরে আমাদের 7-8টা মিটিংয়ের উই হ্যাভ বিন ভেরি অ্যাকশন ফোকাসড। তারপরেও যখন যেই মুহূর্তে যার কোনো অসুবিধা হয় আমরা সেটা নিয়ে তখন খুবই রেসপন্সিভলি কাজ করি। যে জিনিসটা আমরা করি না সেটা হলো যে আপনার সাথে আমি একটু সৌজন্য সাক্ষা করতে চাই। সৌজন্য সাক্ষাতের কোনো মানে নাই। এসে একটা ফুল দিয়ে দেবেন, ছবি তুলবেন, ছবি তুলে চলে যাবেন, এটা আমরা তো করিই না। প্রধান উপদেষ্টা সাহেব একেবারেই করেন না। ওনার সাথে যখন মিটিং হয় উনি জিজ্ঞেস করেন যে এটা কিসের কারণে, কী জন্য, হোয়াট ইজ দি এজেন্ডা। তার আগে আমার সাথে বা আমার সহকর্মীদের সাথে ব্রিফিং নোটস কনক্রিটলি প্রিপেয়ার করেন, মিটিংয়ের আউটকাম কী হবে, তারপরে মিটিংয়ের পরে ফলো আপ কী হবে। এইভাবে ওনার সাথে মিটিংগুলো হয়। তো এই জন্য জাস্ট একটু বলছি আপনাদেরকে, আপনাদের মাধ্যমে সবাইকে, বিশেষ করে যারা ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য বিনিয়োগ করেন, আপনারা খুবই গুরুত্বপূর্ণ আমাদের জন্য। ইউ আর টপ প্রায়োরিটি, যে কারণে আমরা সবসময় আপনাদের সাহায্য করার চেষ্টা করছি। কিন্তু সমাধান যদি করতে হয় তাহলে আমার সাথে যোগাযোগ করুন। আমরা একসাথে ফ্যাক্টস, ফিগার্স, এভিডেন্স দিয়ে লেটস টেক থিংস ফরওয়ার্ড। আর যদি রাজনীতি করতে হয় তাহলে গিয়ে আলাদা করে প্রেস কনফারেন্স করে আসেন, কিন্তু সেটাতে আমার মনে হয় না যে সমাধান হবে। তো আমরা এটা নিয়ে আলাপ করি, কথা বলি, এগিয়ে যাই একসাথে। Now let me come back to my to the happy occasion today of tourism, the Travel and Tourism Festival. A warm welcome especially to those who have come here from abroad. This sector is particularly close to my heart, which is why I'm very grateful for the invitation to be here. I really wanted my colleague Farooqi Bhai, the culture advisor, to be here because there's a very close link between culture and tourism. And I think we should emphasize that link. We should really think about what is it that drives tourism. So first of all, the reason tourism is very close to my heart, there's many reasons, right? You can think about heritage, cultural identity. We feel pride to be able to showcase what we have to the world, our historical heritage and our unique offerings to the world. But I also, especially, I would like us to focus on tourism because it is the most job-intense sector that you can think of. All the other sectors that are being disrupted by technology, by AI, tourism is the one that depends on human service, where AI is going to augment and complement and supplement the experience but they probably will not be able to replace people in the way that other sectors are being dislocated. So for a country with such a large number of young people looking for good, better jobs, I think the tourism sector is going to be one of the key drivers of that economic ambition. If we cannot get this industry right, we will not be able to get our industry right. So thank you, all of you who are working in this field. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Lutfey Siddiqi, for your wonderful...
Let me just continue a little bit, if I may. Can I get a few more
Sure,
minutes?
sir.
Okay. Is it okay? Can I take... Sorry, I know I've taken too much time, but I'll take a little bit more. The tourism industry is not just about hard assets. We have hard assets. We have the Sundarbans. I hear some of you are going for a trip. I wish I was part of that, but that's a wonderful historical, physical, tangible asset. We have other heritage sites you can go to. But tourism is much more than hard assets. Tourism is about experience. It's about how you make me feel. It's about what memories you create for me. I don't think we should call you tour operators. You are memory creators. You are designers, the creative designers of art. And your art is to craft memories that I will remember. If I'm a tourist and I'm here with my family and my children, I want to remember that for the rest of my life. And that is a crafting job. That is a production job that all of you do, much more than just operating tours. And that is something we also need to bear in mind. If you look at Singapore, or countries that have very little physical heritage, but you look at the amount of tourism that they can attract. Some of you will be aware of this building, an iconic building in Singapore called the Marina Bay Sands. Right? How many people are familiar with the Marina Bay Sands? It's 3 towers with the structure of a boat on the top. First of all, it was built on no land. They had to reclaim the land and then create from thin air that building. Now, that building is used for all sorts of reasons, but it is the #1 destination for conferences. Multiple floors of conferences, and if you add together the income of all those conferences, the contribution of that one building to the GDP of Singapore is equal to 1 month of remittances that Bangladesh receives every year. And that is every month. And that is from thin air. They've created an experience and a reputation for an experience, which means that people around the world want to go there and hold their conferences. How many people are familiar with Taylor Swift? If you have children, you'll know who Taylor Swift is. I wasn't that familiar, but I now know who Taylor Swift is. Taylor Swift did a series of concerts in Singapore last year. That concert attracted 300,000 people, 3 lakh people from around Singapore over that 1-week period. Because of that concert, Singapore had to upgrade its GDP forecast last year for one concert. And the addition to GDP was hundreds of millions of dollars, and it is understood that the government spent a few $1 million to make that happen. Just a good return on investment. But this is another example of where it has nothing to do with Singapore. There is no hard, concrete reason why people should go to Singapore to watch a Taylor Swift concert. Taylor Swift is not Singaporean. But that is the place people choose because they create an experience for tourism and they create memories for people. They make sure it is a smooth journey for tourists when they go to experience that. I think we need to keep that in mind. And we have more advantages that Singapore does not have. Why don't more people come here to do their conferences? Why don't we have more globally recognized and appreciated concerts over here? And then what can we do that is more unique? We have, take another one, study tours. Schools in, rich schools in Hong Kong and Malaysia, they go to Vietnam for study tours. Children go spend a week, 2 weeks in the villages. They look at impact of climate change, how people adapt. Those experiences, if we can package and structure them, should be coming over here. So I think that is the mentality and the mindset. Now, the one point I want to end on is whenever I speak to people who have been to Bangladesh, the one thing they keep on saying is that we love the warmth and the hospitality of people over here. How many diplomats do we have over here today, right now? I see quite a few hands. If you look around at the diplomatic corps, including some of the multilateral organizations, you'll often find people who are here for the second time. Once you're here, you don't want to leave. And those who have left, they want to come back for more. So there is something about the warmth and the hospitality and the people, those who have very little still offering what they have to make your experience as good as possible. I think it is beautiful. I get very emotional when people tell me about that. And I think we need to bottle that and think of a way in how we can make that part of our reputation, and that is part of the experience that we offer to the world. And then in this journey, if there's anything the government can do, please let me know. Very concrete terms. Let's get ambitious about the tourism industry, and let's try and get some good results. And I hope those of you attending the expo and for the rest of the couple of days here, I wish you all the best. And I thank you once again for giving me an opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful speech and reminding us.
BTTF 2025, 13